Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back and happy Sunday. We are the Queens of the Ring and we are back on our regularly scheduled program Sunday after evening. Welcome back. Come on in the room, friend. Have you recovered from yesterday's festivities?
I haven't. I'm mad. YouTube is messing with our notifications, so they didn't send a notification out. It still looked like we waiting. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I feel great. It was a wonderful evening of boxing. We're all here. Praise the Lord. Amen. How about you, friend? Have you calmed down?
I'm doing okay. I'm just like, YouTube is messing with our notifications. We ain't Hollywood like that for them to be messing with notifications and whatnot.
Y'all acting like y'all ain't ever seen a white boy before.
Well, y'all come on in the room. Go ahead and share it for us if you can so the folks can know that we are actually up and running. Come on in the room. Hey, Southpaw Boxing 77, how are you? Big Matthews, how you doing? They always stylishly late. Of course we are. Ahoy. Marcus, come on in the room. Oh, we got a super chat. Oh, looky. Miami Snoopy 305 comes in the room early with the shits. My Canes are in the final four. I'm so hyped right now. BOXIANA bring all the Wilder slander tonight. I cannot be faded. Be very careful what you ask for, Miami. I'm just saying. Writing Yogi, how are you? Thank you, though. Georgia Fish, Denise, how you doing? What's up, Jason Williams? Something is really going crazy because it's showing me that there's nobody on StreamYard. There's nobody watching, is what it's showing. Y'all come on in the room anyway.
It's folks in here.
Okay. Andre Styles, hey, how you doing? Jason Williams, how are you? Hey, mommy, how you doing? And I saw you last night.
Where you was at, auntie girl?
They were out at a party, but no, I saw her honey. I saw her in the room last night. She came in late with her comments, but I saw it though. I saw you, mommy.
Late with us, girl.
Yeah, because she had her behind out shaking her tail feather and whatnot, like she liked to do. CW, how you doing? All around strong, Miami. Mo 2013, how are you? Andre Styles, yes. Ahoy, let off the choppers.
We just got here. My plan is to be civilized this evening. We will be civil and lies.
That's the plan.
Because y'all acting like y'all ain't never seen a white boy before. I'm going to change my name at this point, friend. I feel like it's only right. Like, I feel like.
When did he say that?
That was his intro.
That's the song?
Yeah, that's what it said when he came out, and he had it on repeat.
Oh, that's what that was.
That's what that was.
Okay. Come on in the room, y'all. Smoke them. Writing Yogi, how you doing? Frank from the land. Hey, Jamar Sanders, stay ready. How you doing? My mama out there shaking tail feathers, her and her husband cutting up like she do. Mike Jones, how you doing? Y'all come on in the room. Come on in. Yeah, Mike. You know I had to represent for El Bandito de Ohio. I had to come on in with the red, like I do. Mhm. Yeah. Um. So we gonna get into it because last night we were like on 50, 11,000, and tonight we just on 10. Okay, we kind of just settle down a little bit. We're gonna go over the entire card. We're even gonna talk a little bit about the top ranked card and poor Richard Commey and how that ended with he and Jose Ramirez. And we'll touch on some other stuff too. So y'all come on in the room, get settled, hit the like button as you come on in, please. And we're gonna get into it, friend. I did not get a chance to watch the entire top rank card. I didn't even get a chance to watch the entire fight. I did see the highlights from Richard Commey. Well, let's start with Sinessa Estrada. Did you see her fight? I knew she was in a unification fight at 100. What they call it, minimum weight,
Mini weight.
mini weight, 105 pounds. How did she do?
She a beast. She 105-pound beast. She did really, really well. I mean, I knew she was gonna win. It ain't too many people that can really fuck with her at that weight. Like, she really goes in there and she got fast hands. She gonna put you out your misery real quick. So I like it. I like it.
It was a UD, or did she? It was a unanimous decision, or did she stop her?
So I think she stopped her, and it was mid fight.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Sinessa. Mm-hmm. Also, Andre Styles says she's a beast.
She a beast.
In Keyshawn's voice. I didn't say it. Andre did.
You know what? That's who I want knocked the fuck out next. Whoever fight him, I want to see the bottom of them sassy ass foots. The both of them. Friend, I don't like no Keyshawn, friend.
He and Chris Colbert are not the most likable individuals. I can see them being good friends. They have the same
body movements
about themselves, you know.
I want to kick him like I want to kick Montana Love's dog.
I don't know how we got to
because, friend, I don't know. They annoy me. That I don't know. It's something about him and that dog that don't sit right in my spirit. Just like it's something about Keyshawn. It just don't sit right in my spirit. Do it to you.
No, it doesn't.
And that boy with the mascot. I want to kick the mascot.
Who?
I don't know who. Y'all know a Nova? Is it Nova? One of them got a mascot. He got a beard. I want to kick the I don't agree with the mascots in boxing. We didn't ask for all this.
A mascot?
He got a mascot. Abraham Nova. He got a mascot. Listen to me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like as a mascot hater, I want to kick your mascot. If you come out with one, boxing ain't got no place for no mascots. This supposed to be you, Mike Tyson angry. You know what I'm saying? Black shorts, all that shit. You come in here with a mascot and a dog. I guess.
Not me. How are you doing? Not me, says Boxiana. You are looking preciosa. Wait a minute. Preciosa. Salute, mamacita. Araceli. You need to put Araceli. Today you're not the Caucasian. Today you Araceli.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I want you to change that. You Araceli. She'll be back, y'all. She got to change her name. She's Araceli today. But I did, like I said, I didn't get a chance to see the entire fight of Richard Commey and Jose Ramirez, but I did see the highlights, and I don't know if I even want to go back and watch the entire fight because poor Richard. Yeah, like you said, Richard Gamboa is who he has turned into, friend. Richard Commey, he got beat up from round 1 all the way to round 11. He got completely punished.
I don't even know what to say about Mr. Commey. I knew after T.O. he wasn't no more good. Cause T.O. sparked that baby out, baby. When I tell you T.O. sparked him out, I was like, after this, maybe we should do some real life reconsidering because Richard Commey may not be as good as we thought he was. He's become the neighborhood punching bag.
He has, but you know what? I think Richard just old. I think Richard is older than we think he is. And I think Richard probably 42 years old. But he in there fighting and he
Is
shouldn't
he
be.
42?
In my mind he is. Yeah, and prove me wrong. I need to see a birth certificate. I think he's older than what we know. Yeah. Richard got beat up so bad last night. He got swiped with a body shot. He went down on one knee and he said, "Go on, keep counting, ref. I ain't getting up. Just go ahead and finish. You can go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't even have to wait in between. Just I
And
ain't
you know
getting up."
what, friend? I can't even give him no job.
Why you can't give Richard no job? I was
He
waiting.
need disability. He get hurt real easy on the job. He a liability.
He can have a desk job, friend.
Now, you know what? He might get a paper cut and start bleeding to death.
He can drive a forklift.
He damn sure can't do that. He could just draw his disability. That's it.
He's just gonna draw disability.
That's it, friend. He get hurt easy on the job.
He could be a greeter at Walmart.
No, because then he might feel the need to go chase somebody down that's been stealing.
No,
Yeah, friend. You know
not
that
security, just the greeter.
yeah, them greeters be chasing people after sometimes. I don't want him to do that. I don't want him.
You want him deported, friend?
If he don't want to go back, I ain't getting in that. He can stay right on over here. But what I'm telling you is, my guy got to draw some disability. That's all, friend. He get hurt real easy on the job.
I don't want them to put Richard. I want Richard. I want him to go ahead and let it go. I don't want to see him back in the ring no more. Him, Gabe, Gamboa. Well, we know Gamboa ain't gonna be back no time soon. But he and Gabe are like running neck and neck to me at this point.
You know what? I would rather see, at least I know Gabe gonna go in there and windmill a bitch, pinch a bitch. Richard Commey ain't even going in there pinching bitches.
He tried.
He didn't.
A little bit he did.
Friend, he didn't even pinch the bitch. That he didn't. He didn't. Then he let Lomachenko slut him out in front of the world. Come on, man.
Bad.
So bad.
So bad.
Loma was looking at his corner like,
you say this man.
You want to help your man? Because I'm finna put him out of his misery. Hello? Help him. He needs help.
I don't like to see that. Somebody needs to step in. Somebody needs to step in. I don't like seeing folks get beat up on like that. That was bad. That was a bad look. Shout out to Top Rank for attempting to compete with last night's PPV pay-per-view fight that Showtime had. Shout out to them. They tried. They did their very BSS. I heard Tiny Tim had some controversial words for Tyson Fury. So we'll see how that plays out this week. You know, he loves to say controversial stuff when they're live on the air, and then, you know, folks rip it apart all week. I don't know, whatever.
Tim could come out and say some valuable shit. Everything that come out of his mouth is some bullshit to me. He ain't got nothing valuable to say ever.
Ever.
And I want them to reevaluate some of these commentators like they need to reevaluate some of these referees and judges. They need to have a whole reevaluation board. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to start calling adult services on people. I mean in real time. So if you get a adult services advocate at your home, duly note that Araceli called them on y'all. Okay? I'm going to start calling adult services on you people. Because no. Ain't no way these people are at their homes in their right minds.
They need help today.
They need help. Some of them need some home health aides.
Coach Amber, how you doing, girl? Coach Amber says Rayo got robbed, and I hate that word because close fights aren't robberies. Oh, and F you, Kenny. I let him make it in the Josh versus Jose KO. Yeah. We talked about old Kenny last night, Coach Amber.
Even Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas was like, I don't ever want to see him ref another fight. You know it's bad for Teddy Atlas to say something.
It was really bad. Like really, really, really bad.
I don't understand how they keep, and you know what? Like, I didn't know that the boxers negotiate for the referees. They get the referees that they want for their fights.
Caleb Plant, he negotiated the referee because he knew how Kenny was going to come, and he negotiated that big ass ring.
Kenny saved him in 8. Kenny saved him in 9. Kenny saved him in 11.
Yeah, and the bell saved him in 12. Yeah. What's up, classmate? My classmate comes through and he says, "You're right. Are you happy now?" I am, Mark. Thank you. I tried to tell you something good, Mark, but you weren't trying to listen to me. Mark, I was in the academy. Dude, I was trying to say, man, listen to your girl. I be knowing. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. However, we're gonna start at the bottom. We're gonna start at the first fight of the night. We're gonna run through these, kind of quick, but we got to talk about it, y'all. We didn't hit everybody last night, but we're gonna hit them today. So the first fight was Abel and Cody. Abel and Cody. Now I picked Abel to win that fight because I just wasn't thinking that Cody was gonna be able to focus and channel his emotions and get through that fight. And he started off really good. His cardio was exceptional. I was like, God damn. He had Abel in there looking slow, real slow like a turtle slow. I was like, is he old? What he don't. But then he laid out a right, and then the fight started. And I said, okay, Abel, you're gonna have to land a couple of more lot of them. And he actually started doing so. And y'all, that cardio is a serious thing in this world of boxing. It was on display throughout this whole fight card. So in the end, Cody ended up winning the fight. His eyes were swollen shut because he ended up kind of gassing out a little bit, and he was in the phone booth with Abel Ramos, and that's his wheelhouse. He has fun up in there, so he was tearing the eye, face was swollen. He was all up in his chest and guts, but he was just a little bit too slow for me. And Crowley got off on. He got out to such a huge lead, not huge, but he was winning those first rounds. But I do believe this was the first time they used replay. And initially the ref called Crowley got hit and he called it a knockdown, but they went back and looked at the replay and they didn't count it as a knockdown. I thought it was knockdown. What did you think?
I thought it was a slip.
Okay.
I thought it was a slip. But he got hit at the same time as he was slipping, so it's a toss-up.
But normally they say if a punch lands and you fall, they call that a knockdown. So did the replay really work like it was supposed to? What do y'all think? Let me know in the chat. So. Okay. So it ended up that Cody won the fight, and he gave a really heartfelt, sentimental speech at the end, so much so that I couldn't listen. I wasn't in the mood for that, so I had to switch off. But God bless him. God bless him. But I think Cody is probably, I don't think he has what it takes to ever be a champion in that division, unfortunately. He's a good fighter. He's a good B-level fighter, probably excellent sparring partner, but I don't ever see him being a champion at 147. Friend, how you feel about that?
Love Cody, humble kid. He might get him one of them little baby belts. You know what I'm saying? He good. He got some dog in him.
That's it. That's all you got. That's the best you can come up with.
He's so humble and nice.
That's the best.
That's it. He can get one of them little baby belts and make it do what it do. But
yeah. Good luck.
I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I didn't like how Cody looked after that fight. I was like, Cody, did you just let him? What did you do?
He looked like he had got stung by bees.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes were like, and I don't know if it was because he was crying too. So maybe that, the redness of the eyes, the puffiness of the face. I don't know, but yeah.
Maybe he can fight somebody like. Is Oogie still fighting?
I believe so, but I don't.
Maybe Cody and Ugas.
That'll be a good comeback fight for Ugas. I think that'll be a good return fight for Ugas.
I think Ugas. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how he look.
You know what, TZ Frank? It's a lot of people that kind of felt like Ramos won that fight. I thought it was a draw. I thought the fight was a draw. But he was so slow at the beginning. I was like, I could see why maybe, but it wasn't like that the whole card was except for the co-main. That co-main. That co-main and that main. The first two were questionable. That co-main and that main, yeah.
Oh man, it was crazy. We ain't even got there yet. We got a whole what? Two fights to discuss? No, one fight.
One more.
Okay.
Before we get to the shits. So
CW, right. Ugas is fighting Mario Barrios. So I heard.
Oh.
Mario Barrios gonna beat the shit out there, boy.
I don't think so.
I don't know, friend.
Really? I think Ugas gonna be too big for Barrios.
Mario got too much to prove. He didn't lost his last 2 fights, but he won this last one, didn't he?
Yes.
So he got to come in there and make a big, huge statement.
He does, but Ugas does too. And Ugas likes the life that he lives. He wants to keep making money and checks. So I think that's going to be a really good fight for the both of them. But I think I got Ugas in that fight just because that's going to be a good ass fight. That's going to be a good matchup. I like that. Okay, so look, we're going to go to the next fight on the card. Next fight on the card was Chris Colbert and Jose Valenzuela. Okay. This fight probably caused the most controversy of the night. Folks were going back and forth on Twitter like crazy about this fight. I believe 85% of the world felt like the world that watched the fight felt like Chris Colbert lost. That's just my looking at what was going on Twitter and people's responses after the fight. I believe 85-90% of the people in the world that watched that fight feel like Chris took another L. The judges, however, unanimously decided that he overcame getting knocked down in the first round, that he overcame getting hurt at least 3 to 4 more times during that fight, that he boxed so brilliantly that he unanimously won the fight. I beg to differ. Friend, how did you feel about that?
The wrong man won that fight. Just FYI. Chris Colbert did not win that fight. It ain't even up for discussion. Like, it's not an argument. If they run it back, Chris Colbert's ass is beat. Chris Colbert's ass is beat. Because at the end of the fight, Rayo felt disrespected than a bitch.
He did.
But ain't his name Lampley?
Yes.
He told that shit straight up. That was a bad fucking decision, and motherfuckers agreed. I agree.
I'm glad he answered the question, too. I'm glad he answered the question because Rayo asked him straight up. He was like, what do you think? You was here, you watched it, you saw it. What did you think? And he answered the goddamn question. And I was happy that he did, honestly. And yes, Coach Amber, fuck Sherbert. Disrespectfully. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie. These judges, these referees, these people need to be reevaluated. They are costing some of these young people their careers. Because after, you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine winning a fight and
the
then
devastation,
you lost?
The emotional devastation.
Yeah. Some of them can't never recover from that shit, and they got hold out of shit that they earned. Rayo earned that shit last night.
And for the people who are saying, well, he should have put him away, he had him hurt. It's so many boxers, so many fights that we've seen that people have hurt their opponent several times and were not able to put them away. And the first one that comes to mind is Errol Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia. Now, he beat him from pillar to post, but don't give me that shit. That's why the judges are there. They're there to make a fair assessment of the fight. And for them all to unanimously decide that Rayo lost that fight was some bullshit to me. And for all the folks who say they are boxing fans and shit like that, who be all on Twitter with that bullshit, stop betting on these fights because your ass is skewed. Your vision is skewed because you got money on the fights. I don't bet on fights. I watch them. And from what I saw, he lost their goddamn fight. You can't tell me that a lot of these people who are claiming, no, he won. Y'all need to take the L. You saying that because you bet for Chris to win. You didn't know Chris was going to get his ass in there and get mollywopped in that first fucking round. You didn't know he was going to get bust in his fucking shit at the end of round 10 and be dizzy walking back to his corner. You didn't know that.
So fucking surprised he won. And he one of them nanny boo-boo assholes that know they didn't win, but when they get something, they got to act like they did the damn thing. You nanny boo-boo ass nigga. The N-word pass, I got.
It's okay. You got
it back tonight.
That's good. It's
stop.
Good.
Cause stop. You know damn well, homeboy. You know damn well.
Listen, just a female's assessment for grown men, especially those who box. Keep your tongue in your mouth, okay? It's not a good look to see a grown-ass man in the ring talking about and licking his goddamn tongue out at another grown-ass man.
What? Nanny boo-boo ass nigga, you. Stop. Stop. We want to like you. We want to like you.
I don't want to like you.
I do. I want to like him because I like people that talk shit like me. But the thing about it is, when you talk shit like me, you got to be able to back that shit up. Don't get in there and talk all that shit and look mid. You look fucking mid. And you look mid in your last fight. And you look mid in the fight before that. I want to see this great Chris Colbert that everybody keeps saying that he is. The boy is mid.
At best.
At best.
He's nice and flashy.
Yeah. The boy is Reggie. No smell, no height, just green in the bag. I need him to show me something. He looked mid.
When he held that medallion up,
I saw it
and was like,
nanny boo-boo.
I would have slapped his ass. I just would have open hand slapped his bitch ass. I would have. I'm sorry. I would have. I'm sorry. Yeah.
What?
Lord, I didn't mean to say that about that man. I didn't mean
to know you meant it. No, you meant it. We meant it. Are you kidding me? Not nanny boo-boo, boy. I told Frank to not for the culture, knock his ass out. He never fight fucking Frank. He barely skating through people. Like, I'm not saying Rayo ain't shit, but he barely skating that line of we in there, we out of there.
And this is the thing. He has talent. He does. But he has big ass flaws. And for him to have the talent that he has and to allow Rayo to continuously keep tagging him with the same punch all night long tells me he's not as good as what we thought he was. And that is just the truth of the matter. I can't, I just can't. I can't deal with that kind of foolishness. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around that kind of foolishness. I just can't. So my heart goes out to Rayo because, like he said, we train hard. Both fighters train hard. Everybody's not gonna get knocked out. I give him credit for keeping his ass on his feet because he was getting tagged with a whole lot of punches. But you don't win a fight because you didn't go down. That's not a reason for you to win the fight. And I'm not saying he didn't put up a good fight. I think it was a close fight because he did box really well. He came back great in the second round. He had a really good second round. Had a couple of really good rounds. But in 10 rounds, he didn't win 6 of them bitches to me. He didn't. He just did not. At best, maybe a draw. They gotta die. I ain't like that. I ain't like nothing about that. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get some of these super chats because I've missed some. Who do I have? Bo Desi, how you doing? He came back. He said, Colbert, you want to fight Frank? I'm going back to 130. Yeah, and you need to go back to 130, and you need to avenge that fight with Hector Garcia.
Hector beat his ass. He not getting in there with Hector. And just because taking Hector fought don't make Hector no less of what that man is. He is good. Hector is a boxer. And Hector beat your ass and won me the bag. So with that being said, go ahead, friend. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Say it. Say it.
Go back down there. Call out Hector. And let's run that back. I would absolutely love to make some more money because Hector was the motherfucking underdog in that fight. Nobody expected Hector Garcia to beat Chris Colbert. Gotcha, bitch.
No. And whoever parts they lips to call him prime time can go straight to hell.
And then Keyshawn got his ass up there talking about, let me read it exactly. I want somebody to knock his ass out so bad. I mean, really, I have to see it. It's a part. I won't go down until I see somebody knock Keyshawn's ass out. Hold on, just give me a second, because I'm finna.
Okay, I'm gonna read the super chat. Coach Amber, how you doing? Coach came back. She says, I lost money on Rayo, and I'm not mad at Ryan Sherbert. I'm not mad at Ryan. Oh,
Rainbow Sherbert.
Rainbow Sherbert knows those gift wins hurt at night. He gotta look at himself in the mirror. He looked at
himself in the mirror and he was smiling.
I was just gonna say
out himself and he said, nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
That is exactly what he did. He looked in the mirror and said, held his medallion up. It was like, I can't.
Excuse me?
I don't like that. I don't like nothing about it.
And Keyshawn said, congratulations, bro. Well deserved. Bitch, ain't he in your division? Shouldn't y'all be fighting? Oh, so you know what? Keyshawn ain't gonna be able to fight nobody.
Because he cool with everybody.
He cool
with everybody. Yeah.
Why I said,
he too cool with everybody. He ain't gonna fight nobody. He friends with everybody. Everybody. Mm-hmm. He friendly.
How you friends with all these people that you supposed to be fighting? Who you gonna keep fighting? These damn warehouse workers and construction workers and shit? I need to know at this point. Who you gonna fight? Because all these niggas your friends. Every last one of them.
He's so friendly.
Congratulations, bro. Well deserved. No, he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that.
He really didn't. I felt really bad. Like, I was so upset with that. I was like, man, it messed with my spirit a little bit. I wanted to watch the rest of the fights, but I wasn't enthused anymore because that was a bad call to me. It was a really bad call. If you felt like it was that close, then give both of them coming off of losses, give them a draw. But you don't unanimously decide that Chris Colbert won 6 rounds out of 10. You just don't.
Where? With a knockdown?
With a knockdown.
With a knockdown that was not on Chris Colbert's side.
With a knockdown. Yeah. Anyway, Rayo, keep your chin up, homeboy. I still hope you get better. Now, don't get me wrong, Rayo, he has a lot to improve on. He's very green, but he doesn't lack power and he doesn't lack heart. He needed to work on his stamina because those last 2 rounds, he was winded. I could tell that. I think that was his first time going 10 full rounds. And so you could see all of that. But he still did enough to me to win that fight because he hurt him too often, too much in that fight. Too many times Chris Colbert didn't know where he was. Too many. Now, as much as I don't like Sherbert, I will say this. I felt better about him after this fight than I did in his last. I don't know where he found the testicular fortitude, but he found it in this fight. He didn't run away after he got knocked on his pockets. He came back and had a really good second round, and he boxed really well for a couple of those rounds. For a lot of those rounds, he boxed really well. But then at the same time, in some of them rounds, when he was doing good boxing, his ass was getting clipped and he was getting visibly hurt. And for me, the puncher who lands the most effective shots, especially when you got your opponent wobbling, you win that round to me. That's just how I judge it. Maybe the judging criteria is different. I don't know. Anyway, Rayo, keep your head up, honey. We'll see you next fight.
And you don't want to see Colbert versus Foster. Because one thing I told y'all, I don't talk about Shockey much no more. But let me tell y'all something about him, okay? He different. And when I say different, I ain't making that up. He different. That's something that he might want to stay away from. Real time. We hit different in Texas. That's where I'm going to leave it at. We really hit different in Texas. So, nah, y'all don't want to see that.
No.
Not at all.
Y'all don't. I do, though. I would love to see them put him in the ring. They ain't going to do him like that, though, because apparently he got favor over in PBC. They're not going to do him like that. Not if they know like I know. So the next fight of the night, another one my heart went out. Joey Spencer. He was up against another Ramos. He was up against Jesus Ramos. Jesus wide cobra back Ramos. Friend, I tweeted when I saw them start the fight. Joey looked like he in that fighting a grown ass man, and he's still a child. He's an adolescent. That was so ugly. Yeah, Joseph. I don't know what his real name is, but Joe. Joe, you asked for that ass whooping. To my understanding, Joey asked for that fight. Why, Joey? Why? Why'd you ask for that fight? No, Joe. Who was the matchmaker? Somebody should have said, not right now. Not yet. It looked almost like a crime. It was an assault. I felt like I was watching some men on the street. I felt like it was an assault going on in the ring. Joey, get well soon. Friend, how did you feel about that? His heart and mind is gone.
Joey need to go back to school. Find him some type of trade program for him to go ahead and get in. Just go ahead and go back to school, baby. Because he couldn't even put his head down in windmill, friend. Joey was in another world.
It was so bad.
And then now he has to, if he ever wants to box again, he's going to have to rebuild his heart. Because his daddy got in the ring. It was like, throw in the damn towel. He was finna get Adonis created.
He was. He was finna get Apollo created.
Apollo created. He was finna get Apollo created. Fast. What happened? And then Stephen Fulton, he didn't make the shit no better because he was like, they've been spoonful feeding this boy the whole time. And like,
he told the truth though.
They've been getting that baby straight off the bottle. They go pick him up out the crib, pat him on his back, change his diaper, and put him back away. Oh my God. Baby, don't get back in the ring. Just go ahead, go to school, get you some type of little degree or something.
Commey said HVAC.
HVAC is cool. HVAC is cool. He could be an electrician. Like, there's a lot of things that he could do.
I see Joey as a plumber. Joey the plumber. I think Joey would be an exceptional plumber.
That's a low class, friend.
A plumber? They make good money.
Yeah, I don't want him to go be messing with nobody's shit every day.
My plumber kind of look like Joey. I think Joey would be a good plumber.
Okay. He needs to get him the oil changes. He looked like he worked at the place where I get
my oil change, dude.
I can see him in his button-up shirt with the flag on it.
Yeah, them not the shade tree mechanics. Them the ones that actually work in the shop.
The pool in lane number 2. Him.
Yeah, I can see that for him. With the lava soap, making sure he got the dirt off under him.
His shit's still dirty.
Okay.
He don't know how to wash his hands good yet.
He looked young. He looked young and green. He looked real young and green.
Well, I don't know why did he thought he was gonna ask for that and do well?
Why? Ramos handled him like he was supposed to handle him. And he really low key, he could have hurt him bad.
Who told him that 154 was a safe division for him to go and hang out in?
Listen, because he been hiding over there.
Yeah.
He been hiding at 154. And this is the thing. He can't hide no more because he's in that ratio of fights. Like, I think what is he, like 15 and something? So at this point, his record, and he over there at BBC. So you can't hide too long at 154. 154 used to kind of be safe, but he really probably needs to be at 147. But that's a complete no-no. Like, complete no-no.
154 is the worst place for you to go and try your luck. Ain't too much going on at 147. There are not a lot of fighters left at 147, but 154 ain't where you go and hang out.
Dog, at 147, I think Mario beats him up. I think Mario Barrios beats him up at 47.
Everybody they will listen. He a sparring partner and not a real good one. He a sparring partner. Like, let's just be frank. He did not look good. They didn't have nothing for that Ramos man. Not boy, man.
Grown man.
Nothing for that Ramos man.
After he got caught in that first round, it's like he caved his chest in that first round. He was down there trying to figure out, like, what he had for dinner the night before. He was so confused and discombobulated. Some in his mindset, I don't know if his legs just stopped working. I don't know if that took all the stamina out of him just to get up, but his legs stopped working and he needed to be on his bicycle. But he found himself in the phone booth with Ramos. The worst
boxing place they used to have out here in Dallas where Errol used to fight at the Grand House, or what is it, friend? He needs to do club fights and like little fights, like the bar fights, backyard against fights. Like, he needs to stay out of the ring with them big boys. Them big boys gonna hurt him badly. I don't know where he goes from here. He go to school. That's where he go. He need to go to school. Go to school, and he needs to get him a trade.
He need to go. He young. Yeah, boxing ain't it for him. Yeah, I know you trying to. I don't know if you trying to do that for your daddy or what, but nope. No.
Until then, you know what I'm saying? You could go. One of these damn oil change places will hire you. Like, you got no. I don't ever want to see Joey Spencer back in shit.
Me either.
Because the next time they gonna be scooping him up off that damn ring.
At this point, because there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide anymore. So, and then everybody saw it. That's the other thing. It'd be different if that happened to him and it was like not on a highly publicized card, but it happened to him in the co-main event of a huge fight card. So everybody got to see you get your shit KV.
As the co-main. The co-main should have been Chris Colbert and Rayo. Exactly. But you got your ass beat as the co-main. PBC was like, yeah, we finna put Joey Spencer up there and he finna go in there and do his shit. He got beat bad. In that big ass ring. That ring was so big he could have ran.
That's one thing, he had no legs. He couldn't run. He couldn't even run.
That goddamn back was on him so tough. We're gonna have to add Ramos to the big back community. We're gonna have to add him to the big back community because
Ramos shit looked like a cobra. It was like
Caleb Play shit looked like that too, but they didn't help him none.
We finna get to it. It did not. It did not. So we gonna talk about it though. But Desi, the late bloomer, he came back. He said opinions on Mel versus EJ. I want to see it. Am I dreaming? Friend, what is your opinion on that?
Y'all ain't gonna like what I'm finna say.
Go ahead, don't say it.
As Mega Mill's PR person, it's America versus everybody. It don't matter who can get it, however you can get it. All I can say is it's going to be a barn-burning ass fight that's going to end in a draw.
That's your final answer?
The fight's going to end in a draw.
Do you want to see it?
At this point, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm talking about.
I will see it.
That's what I'm talking about. It ain't gonna end in no drama.
Spank.
I want to see it.
A spanking is a very, very loose word. Hey. Let me come here. Come close. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. I done told y'all before. Y'all never want to listen to me. So I need to break this down as a former street fighter. Okay. When I tell y'all something, listen to me. Our guy is good. 154 is a new level of bullshit. And if you beat Magamel, know one thing. When he get back in the ring with you, that second time, he's going to knock you out.
You got it going. You got him fighting twice?
I got him fighting. Hey, this might be one I might want to see 3 times.
Thrice.
Because it ain't going to be like Tony.
Well, my sister say it's going to be a draw the first fight and Mel going to knock him out the second fight. That's your final answer? Okay, well.
As Magamel's PR person?
That's your final answer? Okay, well.
I'm my 83% is on the line with this call.
Well, you finna lose some money, friend. Because
that's going to be the day that we be in here arguing.
We gonna argue. We're gonna argue bad about that because
the reality is gonna come out that day.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you and everybody else that's listening that's asking the questions. This is what I know. Errol Spence Jr. has been waiting for that fight. You think he just in the gym with him sparring for nothing? He know exactly how to beat Charlo. Exactly how to beat Charlo. Guess who else done told him? Small little tidbits and nuggets. Derrick James.
Okay.
Derrick James will probably remove himself from the situation if they so choose to fight each other, which I really hope they do. I'm ready for EJ to move up. I think the money would be enormous for that fight. I tend to agree with you. There's got to be a rematch clause. I think this fight could be built up in so many different ways. The obvious one, Texas versus everybody, but definitely Houston versus Dallas, the battle for 45. You know, it's all kind of shit that can happen with this fight. All kind of great build up. I just happen to be under the notion that you're going to have to kill Errol Spence Jr.
One thing I know with two things to show, H-Town forever.
Okay. Well, Oak Cliff in this bitch. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this gonna go. I don't know.
H-Town forever.
I don't know. But I'm intrigued. I hope that it comes to pass. I believe Errol Spence is going to stay more composed. I have to see what his power looks like at 54. Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like it's going to be better at 54 than it is at 47. I feel like he drains himself at 47. I feel like he'll be the best version of himself at 54. So I would love to see it. And we talking prematurely, of course, but the great question was asked, Bo Desi. Great question. And yes, we both want to see it. Mm-hmm. I, of course, have Spence till the wheels fall off. I tend to believe that I think he's a little bit smart. No, I don't want to say smarter because that's a bad word to use. I think he knows Jermell inside and out. And I think that's going to play in his favor. I'll just leave it there.
All I'm going to tell y'all is y'all love refuting the shit that I say. Y'all don't believe in me. Then y'all have to come in here and be like, damn, B, you was right. You was right. So all y'all, I'm seeing all y'all. I'm seeing all y'all. I'm watching, I'm reading. When they decide to make this motherfucker, I'm going to bust this goddamn show out right here. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to write each of y'all names down. Especially you, friend.
Hey, I'm going to be right here with you. We going to duke it out. We going to be right here.
We're at the top of the list.
Right here. See, he going to be too busy trying to formulate sentences and shit. See, you got to know your strong suit. I'm sorry. I didn't have to say
that.
I didn't have to say that. My bad.
I'm sorry. These misspellings and mispronunciations of words and stuff.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's not. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it today. Okay. I have a super chat. Mr. Munt says Joey shouldn't have had enough clout to ask for and receive a fight like that. Everyone involved, I'm sorry, close your mouth, friend. Everyone involved should have told him this ain't what you want. Everybody should have told him that. Somebody should have pumped the brakes on him. For real. But Desi came back. He said Joey can be a stunt double for old boy on Cobra Kai.
No.
He can do something athletic.
Go back to school. Joey is young and he'll get CTE. Because apparently they will let him get some punishment before they decide to stop a fight. His people let him get beat on. Maybe he can be a wrestler, like I'm trying to push Blair Cobbs to do. I want Blair Cobbs to go to the WWE.
I think he would be fantastic.
He would fit right in. I think so. All he missing is them damn things on his arm, friend.
Yes. The tassels, the stringy things. Yes. Coach Amber came in. She says Mel is the rematch king. EJ needs no rematch. Just saying.
He gonna have to knock him out.
Just saying.
If it go 12, it's gonna have a rematch, and I'm telling you, it ain't gonna go how y'all think.
It's not. I think he gonna snatch his eye too. I think. Andre Styles says, "Who gonna coach Mel? Ronnie ain't gonna be there." I think he gonna snatch that eye. I think he gonna snatch that motherfucker right out his head. That's what I think.
Mel ain't never had his eye snatched.
I know. Ugas had neither.
Shit, Ugas done got beat before though.
Yeah, but so has Mel.
Well, not like that.
I'm just saying.
either.
I'm just
Ask Tony Harrison.
I'm just saying.
Ask Brian Castano.
I'm just saying. Brian won that first fight, really. But
what happened to him in that second fight?
He
won
got
the
beat.
first one. Yes, he did.
I'm just saying. We ain't never had no discrepancies in no victories.
In the second fight, though. Just saying. What happened to Tony in that second fight, though?
Tony got gassed. Tony got tired. Yeah, because really Tony was winning that second fight more convincingly than he won that first one. But hey, man, I'm just saying, listen, we ain't gonna talk about it.
Because we building a fight that ain't been made yet, and these folks is like, oh, they really building this fight. We'll get back to this.
We'll get back to it.
We'll get back to it.
We'll get back.
Because I see what y'all doing here. Y'all never want to listen to me, and I always be right.
Just saying. I mean, I called him pretty good too. I'm just
I feel like y'all trying to say Mel a hoe or something.
No. I think it's gonna be a fantastic fight. I just don't think he's gonna win. That's all. I ain't talking bad about Mel. I love Mel, especially the new Mel. I love him.
I feel like,
but I want to see Mel in Fundora.
All right.
Mr. Munt said, Team Spence. But if I ever seen the almost perfect fighter when they put it all together, it's Mel. So I don't know who wins. Coach Amber says he leads with the left. Which one you think I'm talking about?
When it get here, y'all keep this same fucking energy. We're going to have a discussion about this shit.
And you know what else I feel like is going to play a huge factor in that?
What?
Level heads will prevail. And I don't know a more level-headed fighter than Errol Spence. I don't. I'm just saying.
He ain't never fought no Mega Mel.
No, he has not. No, he has not.
We're not going to rush him into 154 because we don't want to get him up there and get him beat up, and then we have to have a real conversation then.
Excuse me? Did you say get him up there and get beat up? Did you?
Let's get him a couple of fights in. Then let's see what it do.
Did you say beat up? I'm still on the beat up part. Wait a minute.
Let's go back. Let's not rush him into 154 because we hate to get him up there and get him beat up. Because you run him up there with that goddamn Mega Mel on his first and second fight at 154 pounds, it's going to be some trouble.
We didn't say he was going, go straight to Mel. I'm sure that's not his plan, but who you think going to beat him up at 54?
I said what I said.
I'm asking questions.
Mega Mel will beat him up at 154.
Oh, okay. Just Mega Mel. Is there somebody else you think got something for him?
Ain't nobody bigger than Mega Mel at 154 right now.
Okay.
He can fight that Ramos boy, but he beats the fuck out of him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Now, hold on. Because I feel like Errol Spence is still my guy, you guys.
Okay.
I'm Mega Mel's PR person. What I'm going to tell my friend when we get off here is something opposite than what I'm saying. But just know, while I'm on the air and I'm doing my job as Mega Mel's PR person,
I'll be forgetting. See, you got a whole nother agenda.
I
got you.
Hey, here y'all come.
I got you.
Me off my game. It ain't gonna work, y'all. I think on my.
I got you, Big Dog. I got you. Big Ray. Now, I don't protect Spence. Spence protects himself. He don't need no protecting from me. We want all the smoke. Okay? Free Smoke Junior. We want it all. Okay? Don't come in here with that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So listen, we supposed to get to the last fight of the day. Joe Spencer, we praying for you, sweet baby. Okay. Yeah.
Was it RC? What's that school? That Romeo, little the rapper's son, little Romeo, LDC College, LBC. What is it?
Everest. He needs to go to Everest.
Go ahead, player. Go ahead, player. Don't do nothing else. Don't stop. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Get your ass over there to Little Romeo's
Go
college.
to school. Take your behind to school. And yes, Coach Amber, baby, we finna get to it, the main event. And still, Davis Stein. Yes, yes, and yes. So we had a main event last night. Yeah, ICDC, Trillionaire State of Mind. That's what it's called. ICDC. Yeah. So huge fight last night. Great. Listen, I text my friend last night, y'all. My stomach was in knots. And it was a couple of things. Just because the fight was finally there, the fight is finally here. You know, you get normal fight jitters. But I was like, dog, we have gotten way too invested in boxing. Like, we are way too invested in this. And then I think I was nervous because of what I had seen with the judges and the previous fights and how they went. I just was nervous. I was on eggshells. I was on pins and needles. And I was like, oh my God. And then they start walking out. Okay, now we didn't talk about anybody else's outfits, ring outfits. We did talk yesterday about Colbert and his gold and black and the bumblebee, and that was cool. You know, that was the most. He looked like the mask and the jacket and the head, real like masky and yeah. But the shorts, and I'm not a skort kind of boxer girl, but whatever. I was cool with the yellow and the black. Cool. Nobody else's outfit really stood out to me. You know, nothing else really stood out to me. But David Benavidez had already showed on his social media, I think he had 2 different pairs of trunks that he was gonna choose from, and he went with the fur. And I read on Twitter that somebody said go with the fur because in most big fights, the boxers come out with some kind of nice furry kind of thing. So I like the fur. It actually looked minkish. It didn't look Fraggle Rockish. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. Braided his hair up. Y'all was in here calling him Bruno Mars and shit, Bad Bunny and shit. I remember all the names that y'all called him. He braided his hair up, had faded it up nice, got in the ring, had his shit on. Sister had gotten some custom made bedazzled shoes. He was ready. He looked good. He had rehydrated up, but he wasn't like super duper heavy. He looked healthy. Okay. Came to the ring. Caleb Plant had already stressed that, you know, he wanted to walk out second. He already had decided, I think he had some say-so in who the referee was. He, of course, wanted the 22-inch ring. So Caleb comes out. Talked about this last night, but we got to say it again. First thing I hear, well, David walked out to some Mexican music. I don't know who the guy was who walked him out, but he paid tribute to his Mexican heritage. And duly note that he also, as he always does, had the Mexican and the Ecuadorian flag tied together around his neck. Okay. They just like to push the Mexican part because Ecuador don't have no huge amount of boxing fans that we know of. So, okay, marketing wise, he pushes the Mexican side. Cool. Well, Caleb Plant came out to my girl been for the last month. I know at least the last month has been making references to 8 Mile. And some kind of way, Slim Shady ended up being his intro. Go figure. Caleb likes to fight in tassels. I don't think that's a good thing for him. I'm not a fan of the tassels. And he had like a rainbow bright kind of thing going on. Yeah. It wasn't bad, but it didn't do a lot for me. Friend, how did you feel about those ring entrances?
You know, David looked great. I was like, okay, David. His girl walked him out, and Arrow was like, when y'all start doing that?
Wasn't that funny? Y'all, everybody was tweeting last night, okay? Everybody was watching this fight and tweeting. And Errol Spence Jr. said, man, who started that corny shit about with dudes walking to the arena with their girls? Who started that?
You did.
No. You know who started that? I didn't realize it. I love Twitter because sometimes folks come with the fact. That got started a long time ago with Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto started that. And then it just caught on. It started to be a trend after that. But Miguel Cotto started that. So
everybody then did it.
Everybody has done it at this point.
I like the way David looked, but I will say this: Caleb shot his slug at me. But he looked good while he did it. I liked his outfit. Okay. I know I don't like what he wears. He looked good last night, but I'm still stuck on the slug. I accept that. That was for the sandwich comment. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. I get it. Way to upcharge me on a bigger scale, but I'll get you back. I don't know when, but there's a space and time for my get back, Mr. Plant. So at this point, I know you're watching me. So I'm gonna get you back. I promise to get you back. Not yet. I'm gonna make you wait just a little while. I got one up on you right now that's going viral right now. But
man,
it's not enough for me. I need more. I'm gonna get you back. But yeah, they both look fantastic. I was like, okay, this is how you're supposed to do it. You know, I like a good mariachi. It was straight. Caleb, he looked good. I expected a little more, but it was good. He came out there on his Mike Tyson shit last night. Just me, solo, no bullshit. I got my shit on. It didn't help him. It didn't help him at all. But he came out there with his shit.
He did. He came out with he tipped his hat to you in 8 Mile and you know, God bless.
I want to collect on that, friend.
Say that again.
I need to collect on that.
You gonna get him for 10%?
I feel like you should get him for you should get Sachs for 10.
We'll see. Jackie Hernandez. Hi, Jackie. She says, hey, chicas, y'all are looking cute as usual. Thank you, Jackie. So y'all so funny in the chat. Y'all are a fool. So they get to the ring. Everybody is ready. We've been waiting on this and waiting on this. They get in the center of the ring. Kenny says, touch him up. They say, hell no, we ain't touching no goddamn gloves. I was like, oh, it's about to go down. It's bad blood. We ain't no touching gloves. We finna rumble in this thing tonight. Okay? We finna rumble. And y'all ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. I was very nervous. Coach Amber came back. She says, for phenomenal Mexican, Laficiada. It's okay. It took me years to say it right. Okay, thank you. Because you know I was finna mess that up, right, Coach Amber? Okay. All right. So look, they get in there, bell rings, round one starts. Okay. Keep in mind, BOXIANA had hit me up early, like in the prelim fight. She was like, friend, this ring is humongous. The ring looked enormous. It was gigantic last night. I was always under the assumption that was a bad move for Caleb because of his gas tank. It was going to do nothing but have more room for him to run around and for him to get tired faster. Those were my sentiments about the big ring. I didn't think that was going to deter David at all. However, it did seem like he was a little irritated early. Caleb was crisp. Caleb was very sharp early. But the very first round, which is always kind of a hard round to score unless they both come out swinging, which they didn't, I gave that first round to David because I felt like he was busier. I think Caleb was doing a lot of unnecessary moving, as he does. And the shots that actually landed came from David to me. And I gave David the first round. Now, from 2 to 5, they went to Caleb on my card. From 2 to 5, they went to Caleb. Caleb was sticking and moving. He was throwing punches and bunches. He snapped David's head back a few times with a crisp jab that was very visible. David was trying to catch him. He was throwing like he was in there being David Stein, sweeping punches that were missing. And that doesn't look good to the judges. So I gave rounds 2 through 5 to Caleb Plant. At the time, it looked bad, but David was moving with him, which was going to work in his favor later because COVID tank over there was going to succumb to the pressure. Okay. The ring was huge, so he wasn't walking him down and cutting the ring off as well as I would like him to earlier. But to me, that was due to the bigger ring. But at the same time, Plant is exuding energy. Okay, so he's exuding this energy. He's getting off, but he's not doing anything that's hurting David. And I always said that he has to hurt him early if he has any chance. Any chance. He's got to hurt him early. He got to put something on him early. He got to. I saw, and I don't know what round it was, that he hit David with the same combination that he knocked Darrell out with. And David looked at him as he was walking forward and kept walking forward. Didn't phase him not one bit. I knew then it was a done deal. Done deal. Done deal. He finally got in range. Caleb was trying to do his punches and bunches and get out, but he stopped being able to get out. He started getting caught up. The holding, the clinching. Don't y'all ever talk to me about Devin Haney and clinching no more, never in your whole life. Don't say nothing to me about it, okay? Between the clinching and the ref, this fight would have been over with in 8, okay? I believe that with my whole heart. But it played out just like I thought. He ended up winning and gassing out after 6. And David pretty much had his way. He didn't get the knockout, but he beat him brutally, 6 through 12. Friend, how did you have the fight? How did you see it? How did you feel?
Caleb was winning. He was more active in those first couple of rounds, but of course, when I seen that goddamn ring, I said, oh, this is not going to end well for Caleb. And I did. I called my friend. I said, friend, go take a look at that big old bitch. When they had that air, she texted me and she said, oh, that's a big old bitch. And it was huge. But I knew it wasn't going to help him. He was going to run out of gas regardless. That gas tank is unwell over there. And y'all kept saying, oh, Breadman's going to be the one to do it. And speaking of Breadman, hey, you're a cheater. He's a cheater.
Oh,
he's a cheater.
He's a bad cheater, too.
He's a bad fucking cheater. He told Caleb to come out and hit that boy right in the dick. And Caleb said, okay.
And did it.
Hello? Are you okay, sir? Just because you getting beat up don't mean you get to cheat. Now, David was doing his own thing too. I won't let that go unnoticed. He had a couple of elbows, couple of close back to the heads.
Frustration is a bitch, man. Listen.
It is, but when somebody is running from you like that, when I finally catch you, I'm going to hit you however I can fucking hit you.
Quit running, but bitch.
Come out and just say, dick punch is coming now. That's too obvious for me. At least try to make me feel like you want to hide it. Then Kate was like, what?
What did I do? Oh, man. Oh, man. You knew what you was doing.
I'm not going to blame Kayla for that. I'm going to blame his motherfucking bald head ass trainer. I told you about bald people, friend. I didn't like my daddy because he ain't had no hair. You gonna come pick me up from school and all my friends said, your daddy ain't got no hair. Yeah, me too. Me too. I said it too. But bald-headed people, they don't be right. They got a whole lot of hidden ways because they ain't got nowhere to hide that hair. Their head just open. All his thoughts is just scattered out in the dick punch him. Caleb was like, got you. What? Don't do that. Don't do that.
And did it.
He paid for it. Because David started beating that bitch like a slave. David was hitting him, hurting him in ways that I don't think he ever been hurt before, friend.
Listen.
And BBL Bayless was like, man, you fucking up the money, Caleb. Stop. Are you okay? Wait. He stopped the fight, pulled him over to the corner, and was like, are you okay?
Are you okay? How long do you need? We can take a full minute if you want.
Shit, they needed to stop the fight for 15 minutes for Caleb to regain himself. What?
Was that not blatant to the rest of everybody as it was to me?
No, that's why we're too close to this shit. Like, we way too close to boxing because ain't no way we knew exactly what he was doing. Sir, he ain't okay. Let him go ahead because Caleb should have got knocked out last night.
In round 8.
Then he should have got knocked out again in round 9. Then he should have got knocked out again in round 11. Kenny Bayless say, you can get beat, but you ain't getting knocked out. I'm sorry. I ain't going to let you get knocked out.
Something? The whole world saw this. The entire universe was watching. Like,
what are we supposed to do with this? And then the camera was like, yeah, follow them over to the corner, get this conversation. Are you okay? You and your ass get out this ring. I don't want to see Kenny Bayless on nothing else.
Not a nail, another card.
No more. It's time for Kenny Bayless to stop.
They need to give him his walking papers.
And I'd rather have Tony Weeks at this point.
I mean, seriously. That shit was really bad.
Great either.
Yeah, but that was bad. That was like really blatantly bad. Like, you cheating, dog. You cheating. Yeah, you cheating in front of everybody right now.
Like, there was no, Caleb was doing all that holding. There was no warning. There was no point deduction. No, nothing. He was like, oh, just hug him, bro. Just hug him.
I'm going to let you. I'm going to let you.
I'm going to let you. Matter of fact, whatever you want to do this fight, just go off. But I'm going to stop David from doing the shit, but I ain't going to stop you from doing it.
No, I'm going to warn him so I can give you a little more time to catch your breath. I'm going to warn him. You go on and catch your breath over here. I was like, Kenny?
Hello?
Kenny? We see you, Kenny. We can see. We hear you, Kenny. What are you doing? Yeah, it was awful. No, it was terrible.
Bayless, we need to start a petition, and we need to get all boxing fans to sign it. Kenny Bayless done made enough money to last him a lifetime. He's done. Cooked. He's the Joey Spencer of referees.
He's the Richard Commey, because Joey's still young.
No.
He needs to let it go.
It should have been gone.
Yeah, for real. It was bad. I was really upset. And I understood the elbows because the frustration was like, man, what are we doing here? To get him off of me. Quit letting him wrap me up. Man, I saw David hit Caleb Plant with some punches that was lifting him up off his feet. I almost felt bad for him. Almost. Didn't fully, but I almost felt bad a little bit. But I told y'all who he was. I told y'all he was going to get in there and do that. And I told y'all he was going to do exactly what he did after he got beat up. Now you want to apologize and be cool.
He apologized to the whole damn favor. He got Jose Jr. was in there. He was, man, I'm sorry, man. I never should have did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Remember that man was singing to the judge trying to get out of jail? That was Caleb last night. He went through the whole family. I'm sorry.
Everybody.
What was the mama? You ever seen the mama?
Whose?
They mama.
No, I haven't. She stay out the way.
That's what I know why she do.
She stay out the way. Fuck you and the rest of everybody else who think like you. I don't care.
Why she?
I don't care why his mother is not visible to the public. Leave that lady alone. She don't want to be involved. Leave that woman alone. Leave her be. Let her alone.
Look like me, friend.
She might.
She might. I think she do.
And if she
There's
does,
nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Phenomenal Mexican says the Phoenix Tolacan monster. Phenomenal Mexican. You are not going to come on here and make him no water Mexican. All right? He can be the Phoenix monster. He can be the Mexican monster. He can be the Ecuadorian monster. He is not finna be the Tolacan damn monster. No. To the water Mexicans. No. Okay? You make that the last time you say that. Okay? I don't want to hear it no more. All right? Let's see who else we got it here in the super chat. Coach Amber came back and she says, I gave David the first just because I can. Wasn't David's best outing. I hope underestimates and gives him his shot because he deserves it. You know he's not going to do that.
Coach Amber, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
He ain't going to do it.
Come on, man. I'm going to tell, I know y'all love David. Canelo going to beat y'all boy up at 168. Now, if he take him up there to 175, I don't have no answers for you. David might put that thing on him.
Why he ain't going to put it on him at 68?
Because Canelo's still that guy at 168.
Okay.
He ain't been beat there.
Okay. That's why they'll never fight, because he doesn't want to get beat there. 88 Sports Talk says the break in 8th saved Caleb's ass. Kenny Bayless. Shaking my head. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It saved him. Andre Styles. How you doing? Andre came in. He says, we all was yelling at the TV at Kenny saying, ain't nobody coming here to see you, Otis. Exactly. He inserted himself in that fight, and it was just ridiculous. I was so mad at him. I didn't know what to do in there looking confused and shit.
I want to speak to his tailor.
Coach Amber says, phone booth is my favorite style. So it was infuriating to see Kenny clock blocking. Yes. He was all in the way. Mike Jones, what's up, cousin? He says, quit hating on Caleb's white privilege last night. That's Kenny in there looking like Samuel Jackson on goddamn Django. Is you okay? Is you all right, Bo? Let me stop. Let me stop. That's exactly what it was.
I'm Mexican. I'm staying out of that. I'm staying out of that.
You can't be Araceli, the Mexican, the Caucasian.
Yeah, I'm biracial. I'm transracial.
Transracial, that's it.
So yeah, all that stuff, like, it still counts. I'm transracial.
What I say, you must obey. Well, Kenny, you ain't saying the right damn thing.
I just want to know where he get them fucking pants from. Fit up. That's what the girls be going and letting cut on them.
He get them shits from Levine's.
I heard Levine's for wow. You telling these folks too much about us. You telling these people too much about us. Levine's?
He got them shits from Levine's, dog. Woo!
Friend.
If you know, you know. But if
you know, you know.
Yeah, he got them from Levine's, dog. See, you see how your eyes lit up?
Them school uniforms. All right. No. He got
them from Levine's. Look, so where does Caleb Plant go next? What does he do after this?
Shit, keep fighting.
That's what I'm saying. Who you want to see him fight next? Question before you answer that, and I have a question for the chat. I'm trying to figure out how a guy who looks like he's in tip-top condition, who says he's always training to be the very best, he doesn't take off, he's very serious about his craft. I'm trying to figure out what it is about him that he can't get over the hump of getting beat up by exhaustion. I also wonder if it has something to do with the muscles that he possesses. Because I don't know if he's naturally muscular like that. I'm sure he works out to get those muscles, but people always talk about Anthony Joshua having too much muscle mass, and that's what makes him gas out. So do you think that's true for Caleb as well? Because you said it earlier that he came in with a cobra back. You know, he's ripped and shredded. Do you think he needs to lean out some, or what can he do to help himself?
Nothing. The gas tank got COVID. He's been like this. He been like this. He got a new trainer. That shit didn't fucking help. That COVID just ain't good. They need to what they can't you replace a motor in the car? It costs a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
He might as well car quit, huh?
What you say?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
He might as well get a new car quit. And if he can't afford, I mean, they can't replace that motor. Breadman tried. Just like Derek can't give AJ no heart. Breadman couldn't do. He knocked out Anthony fucking Durrell, y'all. The Anthony Durrell that wanted to retire 2 years ago, and his wife was like, "No, if you retire, I'm leaving with these kids, and guess what? I'm taking all this shit. So you might as well get back in the ring, bring us some more money."
Who does he fight next? Who does he fight next?
Who?
Caleb.
Shit.
I think he should go on a Euro tour.
Okay, I need to refrain because I really am working on something, you guys. So I just don't want to friend.
No, I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, for real. I think
he should. He think he one of us anyway.
He says he's a white boy. He just has swag.
Do he?
That's what his song said. Y'all ain't never seen a white boy before?
Him say two different things. Him song say one thing. Him say logic.
Ooh, Miami.
No, David Morrell. No. Listen to me, okay? If they gonna put David Morrell up against somebody, they need to go ahead and build him up for David like they trying to do. David Morrell will hurt Caleb Plant so bad really early. He a freak. He move real fast and he long and he got power in all of the shit that he doing. He put a man in the hospital for 2 weeks in ICU because he had a brain bleed, you guys. Go ahead and put Caleb Plant in there with him if y'all want to. Caleb Plant needs to take a couple of light touches. He needs to keep fighting the Ashley Tearfanes and what's that boy name that he fought?
I don't know.
Caleb Truax's. He needs to keep fighting people.
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that. Let him go ahead and go ahead.
Coach Amber says, why he owe gym fees and why not a new gym? Why the new gym got an AC? Coach Amber is on his ass.
But he don't need to fight no boo-boo.
Why? He can fight boo-boo. I think that'll be a good fight.
We're turning Caleb into a journeyman at this point.
Well, shit, that's what he is.
I just need to be clear. We just need to be clear.
I mean, I'm sure he's a prideful man, so I'm sure he doesn't want to fight like nobody's. He said he only want to fight the best. So if that's what if he's gonna be true to what he says, then put him in there with Morrell. Put him in there with Andrade. I mean, you're not gonna go backward. Now the first fight back after this beatdown, because this was a 12-round. The end part of the fight was a massacre. You know, he needs to recover. I think this fight probably did more damage to him than the Canelo knockout. And the reason why I say that is because he took a lot of punishment, you know. So I say get a light touch and then put him back in there. What you
I
say?
like Chris Eubanks. I like Chris.
There you go.
Okay.
I like that. Who
I
put that out there? Who said Chris? Trillionaire, I see you state of mind. Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that.
I can deal
with that.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. No, he wasn't a journeyman when he beat him.
No.
He turned him into a journeyman, John. No, John Norris says so. He said so. Benavidez's best win is a journeyman now.
No, come on.
No,
now.
That's not what we're saying. We're saying he turned him into one. He maybe turned him into one.
He definitely did.
Yeah,
he definitely did.
David didn't hit that hard. He didn't, but he won. He battered him. Badly.
He hit him hard, and if it wasn't for Kenny Bayless, he would have knocked him out. Because he got saved every time he was on the cuffs. Hey, that's your word, friend? On the cuffs of being knocked out. I'm not taking no credit away from David.
No.
David did exactly what he was supposed to do last night. Some of y'all said he couldn't do. Power plant was going to beat him up.
They gave him a job at Subway.
Actually.
Y'all go to our Twitter page, please. Go to our Twitter page, because BOXIANA been cutting up on Twitter all damn day. Go to our Twitter page, please, if you haven't, and see all the foolishness.
We really are going viral right now on some crazy shit. Like,
yeah,
we gotta go.
Willie Williams, he says Andre versus Benavidez. Caleb versus the guy Andre fought last. Willie, no. Willie, the next fight should be, if Canelo is successful, which I expect him to be, the next fight should be in September, keeping up with his tradition, and it should be Canelo versus David. Anything else is uncivilized, in my opinion. What you want next for Canelo if he wins this next fight in May? Who does he need to fight next, in your opinion?
David. It can't be. It's unfair for Canelo not to give him his opportunity. So go off.
If he doesn't fight David, would you consider that a duck? At this point,
he a good man, Savannah. I don't know why I'm not turning. Listen, this is the second time y'all done tried to play me out today. Okay, he a good man, Savannah. I'm not gonna shade him in the public in front of y'all.
Okay. All right.
But what I say to you in the privacy of our own conversation is between me and my sister. But
say less.
He a good man. All right.
Say less.
Fighting these motherfucking comments. Be ye very careful.
Tread lightly.
Because we about to get out of here and I'll let this shit spill. I'm not bullshitting. I did very well today. Y'all stop fucking with me.
She did very well. Now, overall, I think it was a fantastic fight weekend. Not all, but a lot of boxers were in attendance for this fight. This was a true fight fans dream kind of fight, dream kind of matchup. I see a lot of people saying it wasn't pay-per-view worthy. Say, man, yeah, it was actually. And I say that on the strength of the entire card. The entire card was a really good fight card. Okay. That's where we at this point. Okay. So yeah, I think it was worth the pay-per-view. It was an excellent fight. They sold out the arena. I could feel the emotion and the electricity in the arena through my TV. I could feel it. I could feel the energy. It was a good fight night. I enjoyed it.
Complaining about this shit, y'all are the problem with boxing. This is the reason why we not getting shit, because regardless, y'all gonna complain. Y'all got something to fucking say. Either because it's our pay-per-view. The whole card was stacked.
It was.
They was even fighting in the prelims. If you got there early, you even got to see some good fights that when nobody was there.
Exactly.
That whole card was worth you paying for.
It was. It absolutely was. I believe it. I mean, you don't have to pay for everything, but if you're gonna pay for that was pay-per-view worthy, in my opinion. So I'm glad it was a successful event for them, and hopefully we can get some more big fights towards the end of the year. We actually have a good fight coming up this weekend. We've been talking about AJ and him training with Derek James. Well, that fight is coming up this Saturday, I believe, and we will get to see how this training has helped, or if it helped at all, if it changed anything, because Franklin is a live dog in this fight. Okay. I feel like he got cheated out of his win against who did he fight? Dillian White. Was it Dillian White? Yeah, Dillian White. So we'll see how that plays out. They're in England. They're in the O2 Arena, I believe, this Saturday. So yeah, AJ the Robot. We'll see what he working with. Look like he been doing some good work over there with Derek James. Y'all know I'm a big fan of DJ, so I'm definitely rooting for Derek James and his fighter. I've given AJ a new lease on life this year. So
I tell you what, next weekend is your weekend. What you say? To make me a woman, friend. Ain't that one that you call? To make me a woman.
tonight is the night.
If you don't get your ass in there and make my camp look good, I'll be seeing y'all next week.
That's it, and that's all.
That's it. I'm going to the gym. I didn't already put my warning out there. My warning was received well. I'm going to the gym. And he gonna get the fuck out immediately. It's not up for discussion. We're not gonna talk about it. Oh, I can't believe. Get the fuck out of my town, out of my state. You were never welcome here in the first place.
He has an affinity for Mo3. He feels like this is his second home. He's embracing Texas.
No.
Okay.
No.
We're gonna see. Willie Williams, thank you, Willie. He says Benavidez is not ready for Canelo yet. Willie, what you smoke? Andre would sure enough give him a shot at Canelo. Canelo will not fight him next. Trying to tell you, no, I don't think he's gonna fight him next. I think he's gonna blatantly duck him. But for you to come up in this chat and tell me that he's not ready for Canelo yet,
he said Miami Snoopy said the same shit.
He's not ready. Why he ain't ready?
Cause he not, friend. He make a lot of little mistakes that he can't make with Canelo. That wild ass swinging and shit that he be doing, Canelo will catch you.
Okay, so let's see the fight though.
All right, then get your boy ass whooped.
I'm cool with that. Let's see the fight. That's what I'm saying. I ain't dodging no smoke. That's what that man want. And it's like he said in his press conference. It ain't like he's chasing him. He earned his spot. He earned the right to fight that man. At this point, if he don't fight him, he ducking him blatantly. He's put himself in the position to be the mandatory to fight for the championship. What are we doing here? If he ain't ready, then show me he ain't ready. If he not ready, then put his ass on his ass.
Now, when Canelo, I.
That's the thing. If he win, he win. He just a better boxer. But that don't mean I don't want to be in there because I got to wait until what? Shit. Wait until when? Let's get it. Like yesterday.
We talking about Canelo. We talking about AJ and him getting his ass out of goddamn Dallas, Texas.
Okay. Sorry. Phenomenal Mexican says Nelo's undercards are berserk and his
so boom, check it. He ain't the only one. Because that Helena's card wasn't shit.
It was not.
Very lackluster. Y'all stop fucking with me. I won't fuck with y'all. But since y'all want to fuck with me, listen. I put something on Twitter today. I know a lot of y'all don't follow us on Twitter, but I put something on Twitter today that correctly describes me. Basically saying is, if just because you mess with me, I'm not gonna go at your level. I'm gonna go low. I'm actually gonna go to hell. I'm actually gonna go below hell. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. So y'all start with me. I'm gonna reciprocate the energy. I've asked y'all to leave me alone every single time, but y'all want to get y'all fighter slandered, and I got time. My friend can leave and leave me here with y'all on this fucking live. This same one right here. It's only 9:20. I ain't gonna go to bed for about another hour or so. I got plenty of time to really go down through there, and it'll stay up and it'll be here forever. Please stop bothering me. Because I will say shit that y'all would never thought I'd say about that man. Leave me alone. Okay.
Dog 215, he said it cost me $8. I don't know if that's €80 to get a hat sent here by the pay-per-view. Okay, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused as to what you're trying to tell me right there, but okay. Yeah, y'all leave her alone, please. Please and please. We about to get on out of here because we've been on here for 1 hour and 40 minutes, y'all. Thank you so much, friend. Go ahead and tell the people your last closing words. And
if you're just hiding out in the background, we are working on our next goal of 3K. We are coming up the ladder pretty fastly, which is very awesome and cool. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all really stretched us out this week. We gave y'all 3 shows this week, and I hope y'all enjoyed them. Y'all did come out for these shows, so we appreciate y'all. We trying to get more engagement with our people. We working on stuff. We got interviews coming up because I got some stuff lined up for you guys. I've been working really hard, so stay tuned. Of course, we bringing our boy Frank back. I'm trying to get him on, but I'm working on some other stuff because folks got fights and we trying to get people in. So even if you just see them for 30 quick minutes, know a fighter came here to tell you what we got going on.
Okay. Coach Amber says freckles. Coach Amber, I don't know what that means. Is that an inside joke? I don't know what that means. What that mean, Coach Amber? Do you need freckles on your face? You look like you need freckles on your face, friend. I don't.
No.
Team freckles. Who got freckles? David got freckles. Is that what they mean? I'm lost. I don't like to be lost, Coach Amber. What you talking about?
Dig. I feel like this dig, but I know Coach Amber better than that. I think the dude that beat whatchamacallit had freckles.
The dude that beat who?
We talked about him last week. The boy that beat up on Bomac's boy. He had freckles.
That beat up on Bomac's boy?
Yeah.
Who?
No, he don't. Coach Amber.
Who's she talking about?
No, Canelo, and I ain't got time for this shit.
Oh, Nello got freckles. He probably do. You know, he's a ginger, and most gingers do have freckles. And DLG, hilarious. DLG, he came back. He says, if it costs me €80, 80 pounds to get a hat here, y'all can buy a pay-per-view and support boxing. I agree.
I got freckles, and I don't like y'all with.
You know what? I have freckles too.
I do. I cover up my freckles because I don't like people looking at my skin that closely. But I got freckles, and I feel offended.
Don't be offended. I think it's a beautiful thing. I love Nello's ginger top and his freckles and his red beard. I love that look on him. It looks very Irish. But I love it.
Yeah. What? Now Canelo is a man from the land of Caucus? Is that what you saying?
No. I'm just saying he got a recessive gene and it came out. And I just think it's really different. I love it. I love it. I actually like it. I do.
And no boxing barbecue. We're not going to discuss that. The world was able to get a good glimpse of that on their own. And I've been working on something. So I can't even comment on that. I refuse to touch that with a 50-foot pole. And y'all know I'm normally the one to be like, ha ha.
No.
I gotta keep my mouth closed because I'm working on something.
No, we're not gonna do that. That's that man's personal business, and shame on whoever. So no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Yeah. Suspenseful, wasn't it, John Nori? Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back on Friday, of course. We'll be talking weigh-ins. I can't wait to see what Anthony Joshua looks like on the scale. And Franklin is whoever, Jermaine Franklin, I believe that's who he's fighting. I don't even know who's on the undercard of that fight.
I don't even give a shit. AJ, this your last week in Dallas.
Well, they in the UK now. They back over across the pond.
If you get beat, stay
Stay.
over there.
Now I agree with that. If you get beat, you keep your ass right on over there. Okay.
Period.
Yeah. We'll see y'all on Friday. Thank y'all so much for coming through. If you did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. And we'll see y'all on Friday. Have a great week. Okay. Mind your tone and delivery. Y'all make them coins. Okay. And we'll see y'all Friday. Bye, y'all.